Hello, my dear friends. Today I want to share something extraordinary with you. The remarkable ability your precious brain has to regenerate and flourish throughout your entire life. This is information that could transform not just how you think about your mind, but how you care for this magnificent gift that God has given you. You know, so many people have been told that once brain cells are damaged or lost, they're gone forever. Well, my friends, I'm here to tell you that this is simply not the truth. Your brain has an incredible capacity for what scientists call neurogenesis, the creation of brand new brain cells, particularly in that vital area called the hippocampus, which is so crucial for memory and learning. Now, before we dive deeper into these life-changing principles, I want to encourage you to be part of our wonderful community. If this information resonates with you, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear this message, leave a comment below sharing your own experiences, and don't forget to subscribe so we can continue this journey of health and wellness together. Your engagement helps us reach more dear souls who need these truths. Let me share with you 8 fundamental laws that can enhance your brain's regenerative power by up to 5 times. Yes, you heard that correctly, 5 times. This isn't wishful thinking, my friends. This is based on solid research and the beautiful design of our Creator. The very first principle is movement. Exercise that gets your heart pumping and your blood flowing throughout your magnificent body. You see, your brain may only weigh about 2% of your total body weight, but it uses a remarkable 20% of all your oxygen. This tells us something profound about how our Creator designed us. Our brains are meant to be well-oxygenated, well-nourished powerhouses. When you engage in regular aerobic exercise, whether it's a brisk walk through God's beautiful nature, swimming in natural waters, cycling along peaceful paths, or any activity that makes you breathe deeply and feel alive, you're literally feeding your brain the life-giving oxygen it craves. But it's not just oxygen, my friends. Exercise also increases something called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which acts like fertilizer for your brain cells, encouraging them to grow, connect, and thrive. I've seen countless individuals transform their mental clarity simply by incorporating daily movement into their routine. One precious lady from Queensland, struggling with debilitating mental fog that had plagued her for years, began taking 30-minute walks each morning through her local bushland. She would breathe deeply, listen to the birds, and connect with nature as God intended. Within just 3 weeks, she noticed her thoughts becoming clearer, her memory sharper, and her mood significantly brighter. By 2 months, her family remarked that she seemed like a completely different person, more vibrant, more present, more joyful. Now, let's talk about something that might surprise many of you, but shouldn't surprise those who study God's natural laws: the incredible brain benefits of therapeutic fasting. You see, our Creator designed our bodies with beautiful rhythms of activity and rest, feeding and fasting. In our modern world, we've forgotten this wisdom, eating constantly from morning until night, never giving our digestive systems the rest they desperately need. When we give our digestive system regular, intentional breaks, we allow our bodies to redirect enormous amounts of energy toward repair and regeneration. This could mean eating within a 6 to 8 hour window and fasting for 16 to 18 hours, or perhaps eating just one substantial meal a day and allowing your body 23 hours of digestive rest. During these fasting periods, something miraculous happens in your brain. Your body begins producing special proteins called neurotrophic factors that protect and repair brain cells. It also triggers a process called autophagy, literally meaning self-eating, where your cells clean out damaged components and rebuild themselves stronger and healthier. It's like giving your brain the most thorough spring cleaning imaginable. But fasting isn't just about when you don't eat, it's equally about what you do eat during your eating window. Choose foods that truly nourish and heal. Fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, clean proteins, and plenty of pure water. Avoid the processed artificial foods that create inflammation and burden your system. Here's something our wise ancestors understood that we've tragically forgotten in our comfort-seeking modern world: the incredible power of cold exposure for brain health and vitality. When you deliberately expose your body to cold water, whether through a refreshing cold shower, swimming in natural waters, or even applying cold compresses, you stimulate the production of new brain cells in ways that comfortable warmth simply cannot achieve. Think about our forebears, my friends. They didn't have centrally heated homes, endless hot water, or warm automobiles. They were regularly exposed to temperature variations throughout the day and seasons, and their brains and bodies adapted magnificently to thrive under these conditions. Their minds were sharp, their memories clear, and they rarely suffered from the cognitive decline we see so commonly today. Cold exposure triggers something remarkable called cold thermogenesis, which increases the production of norepinephrine, a neurotransmitter that sharpens focus and attention while promoting the growth of new brain cells. It also activates brown adipose tissue, which produces heat and increases overall metabolic function, including brain metabolism. One dear lady from Tasmania shared that she had struggled with seasonal depression for years. After incorporating cold showers into her morning routine, along with other natural therapies, she experienced her first winter in decades without the heavy mental fog and sadness that had plagued her previously. Now, my dear friends, we must address one of the most destructive elements in our modern food supply: the excessive consumption of sugar and refined carbohydrates.
While it's true that your brain can use glucose for energy, the constant flood of processed sugars from modern foods actually damages your brain's ability to use this fuel effectively,
creating a vicious cycle of dependence and deterioration. When you consume refined sugars, whether from soft drinks, processed cereals, white bread, or hidden sugars in packaged foods, you create dramatic spikes and crashes in blood sugar that stress your brain cells. Over time, this leads to something called insulin resistance in the brain, where your neurons literally become unable to properly utilize glucose for energy. This condition has been linked to memory problems, cognitive decline, and even Alzheimer's disease. But here's the beautiful truth our Creator built into our design. When you reduce refined carbohydrates and sugars, your liver begins producing ketones, a superior brain fuel that can bypass damaged cellular mechanisms and nourish your neurons directly. Many people report dramatic improvements in mental clarity, focus, and memory when they eliminate processed sugars and allow their bodies to return to this natural metabolic state. I've worked with countless individuals who experienced what they called brain fog, that cloudy, unfocused feeling that makes thinking feel like walking through mud. In most cases, simply removing processed sugars and refined carbohydrates from their diet brought remarkable clarity within days or weeks. One precious mother shared that after eliminating sugar from her family's diet, her children's behavior improved dramatically, their school performance increased, and the whole family seemed calmer and more focused. She realized that what she had attributed to normal childhood energy was actually the result of blood sugar swings from processed foods. Your digestive system and your brain are intimately connected through what scientists call the gut-brain axis. The beneficial bacteria in your intestines produce neurotransmitters that directly affect your mood and cognitive function. When these beneficial microbes are destroyed by antibiotics, chemicals in food, or poor dietary choices, your brain suffers. Naturally fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, or kefir can help restore this delicate balance. I've seen individuals overcome depression and anxiety simply by healing their gut health. God's glorious sunlight provides far more than just vitamin D, though that alone is absolutely crucial for optimal brain health. Sunlight delivers a full spectrum of healing frequencies, including infrared radiation that actually penetrates your skull and stimulates the production of protective compounds in your brain tissue. This isn't mystical thinking, my friends. This is measurable scientific reality about how our Creator designed us to interact with His creation. Natural sunlight also regulates your circadian rhythms through special receptors in your eyes that signal your brain to produce appropriate hormones at the right times. This natural rhythm is essential for deep restorative sleep, which is when your brain cleanses itself of toxins and consolidates memories. Contrast this with spending all day under artificial lighting. Those harsh fluorescent bulbs or LED lights that flicker at frequencies our eyes can't consciously detect, but our brains certainly feel. These unnatural light sources can disrupt your delicate hormonal balance, interfere with sleep patterns, and deprive your brain of the full spectrum of light frequencies it needs to function optimally. Whenever possible, take your meals outside in natural light, walk in the gentle morning sun, and allow God's beautiful light to flood your environment. I recommend at least 20 to 30 minutes of natural sunlight daily, preferably in the morning hours, when the light is soft and healing. Finally, let's celebrate the incredible plant medicines our Creator has provided. Turmeric contains compounds that cross the blood-brain barrier and reduce inflammation.
Green tea provides gentle stimulation along with protective antioxidants. Quercetin, found in onions and berries, supports healthy blood flow to the brain.
Don't forget choline-rich foods like pastured egg yolks, which provide the raw materials for acetylcholine. I have EMA, a crucial neurotransmitter for memory and learning. When you choose foods as close to their natural state as possible, you're providing your brain with the tools it needs to rebuild and thrive. Underlying all these principles is the absolute necessity of quality sleep. During deep sleep, your brain literally cleanses itself, removing toxins that accumulate during the day. No amount of supplements or therapies can replace the healing power of proper rest. Create an environment that supports natural sleep, cool, dark, and quiet. Avoid stimulants like caffeine late in the day, and establish a peaceful evening routine that signals to your body that it's time to restore and regenerate. Remember, health is a journey, not a destination. Your brain has remarkable capacity for healing and regeneration at any age. I've seen individuals in their 70s and 80s experience dramatic improvements in memory, clarity, and cognitive function by applying these natural principles. You have been fearfully and wonderfully made, and your brain is designed to serve you well throughout your entire life. Trust in the wisdom of your body and the natural laws that govern health and healing. As we conclude our time together today, I want to invite you once again to be part of our growing community of health seekers. Please take a moment to like this video if it has blessed you, share it with family and friends who need this hope and encouragement, and leave a comment below telling us which principle you're most excited to try. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming discussions on natural health and healing. Your engagement and participation mean the world to me and help us reach more precious souls who are searching for truth in health and wellness. Together, we can share these life-changing principles and help others discover the incredible healing power that lies within their own bodies. Until we meet again, may you be blessed with vibrant health and clear thinking. Take care of yourselves, my dear friends, and remember, your body knows how to heal when given the proper conditions. Trust the process, be patient with yourself, and celebrate every small victory along the way. God bless you all, and thank you for being part of this beautiful journey toward optimal health and wellness.